Chapter 1 Intro. In 2013, Tope Awotona risked his life savings, nearly $200,000, to solve a problem most people just complained about: the pain of scheduling meetings. A Nigerian immigrant who'd bounced from medical school to IBM sales, Tope was no stranger to adversity. He understood the frustration of endless email chains just to find a time to meet. So he built Calendly, a tool so simple and elegant that it spread through offices and teams almost by accident. This is the story of how an underdog founder, with no outside capital, quietly built one of the world's most indispensable SaaS platforms. Chapter 2. The First Gamble. Tope Awotona's entrepreneurial journey began with a string of failures. He launched an online e-commerce store for grills and failed to scale. Each attempt taught him the harsh realities of product-market fit, user experience, and capital constraints. After years of working in software sales, Tope grew frustrated with the endless back and forth required to schedule calls. When he realized the market had no simple, powerful solution, he bet everything on building it himself, emptying his 401k, borrowing from friends, and teaching himself product management. He outsourced development to Ukraine, iterated quickly, and focused on frictionless user experience above all. Chapter 3 Turning Point. Calendly's first users found the tool by accident, through word of mouth, email signatures, and direct sharing. The product's viral loop was built in. Every meeting invitation was also a subtle ad for Calendly. Feedback poured in, and Tope iterated fast. Key integrations with Google Calendar and Outlook drove mainstream adoption. But Tope faced an existential choice: chase fast venture funding and risk losing control, or bootstrap every step and grow at the pace of product love. He chose the latter, turning down multiple VC offers, trusting that satisfied customers would fund the company's future. Chapter 4. Early Growth and Hustle. Calendly's secret weapon was product-led growth. Sales teams, recruiters, and customer service reps became evangelists simply by using the product. Every scheduled meeting was a mini demo. Tope doubled down on customer support, personally replying to requests and adding the most wanted features. The freemium model drove mass adoption, while premium features, like team scheduling, integrations, and analytics, created steady, recurring revenue. Calendly stayed ruthlessly focused on scheduling, resisting the temptation to add bloat. Chapter 5. Defining Crisis. Calendly's first true crisis came as copycats and deep-pocketed competitors flooded the market. Larger companies tried to feature creep their way into the space, bundling scheduling into massive suites. Tope responded by focusing on brand, customer trust, and reliability. He invested heavily in uptime, data privacy, and seamless integrations. At one point, a technical outage threatened to derail trust. Tope's direct communication and commitment to transparency kept users loyal. Chapter 6. The Flywheel and Scaling Up. Calendly's flywheel spun on viral loops. Every user who booked a meeting became a potential new customer. Seamless integrations with calendars, CRMs, and video tools made switching a no-brainer. Happy users invited more users, compounding growth with zero paid marketing. By 2020, Calendly had millions of users and tens of thousands of paying teams. Product-led onboarding and relentless focus on NPS kept churn low and expansion high. Chapter 7. Brand, Community, and Culture. Calendly's culture is defined by humility, customer obsession, and radical simplicity. Tope prioritized diversity, not just as a value, but as a source of creative ideas. The company built a global team, hiring talent wherever they found it, and maintained a culture of candor and excellence. Community was grown organically. Power users, partners, and integrations evangelized the platform far and wide. Chapter 8. Investor Moves and Financials. Despite hundreds of VC approaches, Calendly bootstrapped to over 30 million ARR before ever raising a dime. In 2021, Tope finally took outside investment, a $350 million round led by OpenView and Iconic, valuing Calendly at $3 billion. Tope retained control and operational independence, signaling to founders everywhere that bootstrapping is a power move, not a fallback. The company's margins, retention, and growth rates stunned the industry. Chapter 9. Surviving the storm. Calendly was tested during COVID-19 as meetings and sales calls migrated online. The company's remote-friendly culture allowed them to scale fast and maintain quality. As demand surged, so did competition. Tope and his team invested in infrastructure, security, and new features, like automated time zone detection and round-robin scheduling for teams. Transparency, direct communication, and a bias for customer delight kept the company strong. Chapter 10. The IPO or Exit. While Calendly remains private, Tope's options are open. An IPO or acquisition is possible, but Tope's priority is sustaining culture, product, and impact. He's built a company where financial freedom and founder autonomy coexist, a rare feat in SaaS. Chapter 11. Founder Psychology and Playbook. Awotona's journey is defined by resilience, self-education, and risk tolerance. He credits his success to extreme customer focus, relentless testing and iteration, willingness to make bold, personal bets, obsession with simplicity and reliability. His advice: don't wait for permission. If you see a problem worth solving, risk comfort for a shot at impact. Chapter 12. The Industry Impact. Calendly transformed scheduling from a chore into a growth lever. It's now a category-defining product used by over 50,000 companies. The tool changed how sales, hiring, and even therapy are conducted. Competitors have copied, but Calendly remains the gold standard for usability and viral expansion. Chapter 13. Wealth, Impact, and Giving Back. Tope Awotona is now one of the most successful black tech founders in the US. He's committed to mentoring underrepresented entrepreneurs, funding STEM education, and supporting global causes. Calendly's Atlanta HQ is a hub for diverse tech talent and community programs. Chapter 14, 2024 and beyond. Calendly's roadmap includes deeper AI-driven scheduling, more integrations, and expansion into enterprise. Tope's vision is to eliminate all calendar friction worldwide, making meetings effortless for billions. The company remains lean, focused, and ready for whatever the next decade brings. Chapter 15. Startup Wealth Files Closing. Calendly's story proves that you don't need VC millions or a Silicon Valley address to build a SaaS empire. With relentless focus, customer love, and a willingness to bet on yourself, you can rewrite the rules. Subscribe for the next Founder Playbook and keep scaling your systems.